Hello? Hi. Hello, everyone. Am I live? Can you all hear me? Wait. Oh. Hello, everybody. How are we all? I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I ordered some food and it literally just got here, so I'm gonna have that. Oh, you guys are all invisible. One moment. Let me change that. So, allow me to get. Hang on. Actually, before we start, I haven't eaten anything today, so I'm gonna grab some cutlery that I can eat my shit with. I got some teppanyaki. There are no forks. What the fuck? We have no forks. Where? No forks? It's dumb. Lovely to see you guys again, though. Lovely to see you. So, if I was to just describe what I'd like to do today, slow mode. Yes, absolutely. Today, all I want to do is chat. I never like leaving too long of a break between streams, and that's not because I feel stressed or pressured. It's because that's just what I like to do. And so, if you want to go and watch a big event stream, Ike and Luca are playing Clubhouse Classics in person right now, and you should definitely go check that out because I think that sounds like a really fun stream. But if you've been missing me, then I'm going to be here for a little bit. I didn't really think about what to do today. I'm just going to be here to chat for a little while, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this. It's not going to be too much. I just really wanted to see you all. So I'm having to eat these noodles with just a spoon, which is really not ideal. Thank you all so much for the supers. It's great to see. Thank you. Yes, let me do slow mode real quick. Sorry, one sec. Right. So, things to discuss, things to talk about. We're still trying to figure out sort of an itinerary, like what's going on. I'm joining a mister for the cooking thingy tomorrow, and I haven't made an official schedule because I don't have my template on me, obviously. But I think what I would like to do, what I would really like to do is to do a cooking thingy of my own. I think that Ike is heading home soon. Hold on, I left some milk out. Let me put that away. Oh boy. No, I'm better than that. Come on now. Yes, I'm just here eating my nudes. So, thank you to everybody sending all these lovely supers. It's really nice to see you all again. Eddie Dolan, thank you for the Aqua Super. It's your birthday too. Happy birthday! You had a great steak. Happy birthday, babe. It's great to hear. Dolmet, good to see you as well. So, what you might have noticed when you joined is that I've taken advantage of this. I'm not sure how new it was. I didn't know about it until recently. There's a new system you can add on YouTube which has the rules flash in chat before you're even allowed to chat at all. And this is going to be there permanently. From what I led to understand from a lot of discussion I've seen going around, the kindred have gotten so big in number that among the 99.9% of you who are lovely and beautiful and talented and sexy, there are some people who are sort of disobeying the rules, and I'm going to be doing whatever I can to try and sort of like push that harder and make sure that people aren't breaking the rules as often as they are. Obviously, when you're of this size, it's impossible to have zero bad actors. There will always be some. And so a little bit of advice I would like to say. Hang on a minute. Gifted memberships? Is that a thing now? Oh. Would you look at that? I didn't even know. That's incredible. But yes, so essentially what I would like to say is that in regards to if you guys come across any sort of, I would almost say non-kindred who are breaking the rules or who are acting weird and who make you uncomfortable, try not to give them too much attention, okay? When it comes to people who have, you know, who break the rules and who cause problems, if it's on stream, mods will handle it and they'll deal with it. And the best thing that you can do, Evie, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Goodness me. This is a really cool new feature. So, yes. What am I trying to say here? If it's on stream, they will be dealt with mods, and the chat will hopefully stay as a pretty safe and happy environment for everybody. However, if you come across these people on other social media, like Twitter, maybe, or any social media other than that, Tokito, thank you for the 20 gifted memberships. Goodness me. The best thing that you can do is block and ignore. I've seen quite a bit of discussion around the behavior of some kindred, and I really appreciate how much you guys have done to sort of make me aware of some of these issues and kind of help me to address it. But what I will say is that in a big way, Lily, thank you for the Arca Super. Thank you so much. I missed you too. Mwah. In a big way, I think that giving them too much attention will only make the problem worse in some ways. So I would like to really encourage you guys. There's, I saw one where someone said something weird and they had like 300 quote tweets of people dunking on them, which, yeah, it's you know, I understand that. I understand why, but it would be more helpful if anyone that you think is causing problems and is trying to incite drama, that you just don't give them any don't give them any attention, okay? Because they will stop after a while. And then hopefully, if they don't get any attention, they'll come back and might actually read the rules, and then things will be fine. So that's about all I've got to say about that. So just be sensible. And fuck, I can't believe we don't have any fucking forks. I'm gonna have to eat steak whole with a spoon. Ow. Interesting, thank you very much for the Arca Super. Okawara-chan, thank you very, very much. Chat is going so fast today. We have slow mode on. This is really bizarre. Oh, before we move on, I would like to address one more thing that I've seen some discussion around, and I wanted to address it when I was on my bathtub stream, but it was one of those ones that slipped my mind, and I am really sorry for that. It has to do with, so obviously, I keep having to kind of restate it, but 99% of kindred are wonderfully well behaved, and I really, really appreciate how nice you all are. However, for the few who've been making a few mistakes, I would like to quickly clarify something. In my rules, there is a rule that you shouldn't bring me up in someone else's chat unless I am really directly relevant to that stream. So perhaps if it's a collab, or if, but even then, you know, you should be focusing on the stream of the person who's hosting. And vice versa, don't bring someone else up in my chat unless I mention them first, right? So let's say if Ike, you know, as the highlight of my year decides to bring me up on stream, then it would be appropriate to mention me on his stream, but otherwise you shouldn't. And I think that what this has resulted in is sometimes other members of Luxiem or other streamers, their chats can become somewhat derailed when a fan base, especially as passionate as you guys, decide to enter their chat and disregard that rule. It's very, very important to me that you guys all make sure that you respect the rules in my description because, well, I'll be honest, the Kindred have always felt like a family to me, and I don't want for that family to kind of for the nice vibe we have to get disrupted by one or two people breaking the rules. Do you understand? It's, I'll be honest, it would be such a shame if I needed to make the rules stricter, maybe to even you know, God forbid, maybe I'd have to turn chat off entirely. I don't want to do that because I love responding to you guys. I love chatting with everybody, and I know that that's what you want as well. So obviously no changes from my end. I know that I don't think I'm doing anything particularly wrong, but the biggest thing I needed to do was to address this directly. Please, if you're going onto someone else's chat, read their fucking rules first. Obey my rules in my chat, and if you go in someone else's chat, read and obey their rules as well. Okay? It's very important to me that you... Well, because remember, as Kindred, you are directly representative of me, right? I don't want to look bad in front of people that I care about, like Ike and Shoto and others. I would really like it if people could see Kindred turning up in their chats and feel a sense of warmth and pride and happiness like I do when I see you, okay? So what I'm asking you to do is, for me, to make me proud, please follow my rules, alright? I'll be really fucking upset if after today I get loads more reports of people making mistakes and pushing the limits of the rules and kind of trying to cause problems. But if that's alright, thank you guys. I really, really appreciate you bearing with me and for listening up and making sure that you understand the limits of what chat is capable of, because you guys do need to be reined in sometimes. There are a lot of you, and you're all very, very, very passionate. So please, put that passion into obeying the rules and making sure that this place is fun and happy to hang out in for everybody. Alright? That's all. That's all from me. Oh. Gora-chan, thank you so much for the Akasupa. Really, really nice to see you again. And thank you for all the gifted memberships. I didn't know that was even a feature. Nancy C, thank you for the Akasupa. Saren, Nancy C, thank you. Saren A, thank you very, very much. Pocket Mirror is an RPG horror game that would be fun for you to try. I certainly could. Thank you. The steak is very tender. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Impromptu mukbang. Wendy, thank you very much for the Akasupa. So, God, yeah, I got this from Deliveroo, you know, sort of like a little bit before stream, like right before it, and I was watching Ike and Luca's stream, and Luca mentioned, so I was with Luca when he ordered the first batch of Nando's, and it didn't arrive on time, and he told them to keep the Nando's. And then seemingly he inspired a fucking copycat killer who then just made off with the second order of Nando's. So hopefully eventually Luca gets to try Nando's eventually. But I mean, maybe he won't get a chance to, you know, before he heads home. Although I know that Luca is staying longer than I am. He's traveled a lot farther than I have to be here. Right now, I think I'm gonna head back. Okay, so I'm not sure what everyone else's plans are, but I'm thinking I will be heading home the day after the big karaoke stream. Obviously, I wouldn't miss that for the fucking world, but I will be heading back to my regular setup, and then we can get back on with a more consistent schedule once I'm home. I've really, really enjoyed my time here. It's been kind of a dream come true, and everything we've been doing together has been so much fun. I haven't really had a chance. See, a lot of the friends I've had over the past few years have kind of not really enjoyed being out there and social as much as I typically do. I'm a pretty extroverted person, to be honest, and meeting these guys and them all just sort of like taking me under their wing and being like, oh, let's go here, let's shop, let's eat, let's do this. It's been fucking fantastic to get to eat, to get to go everywhere. And I really can't overstate how thankful I am to Prof and Mika especially for being surprisingly knowledgeable about fashion. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't bought that many clothes before. You know, I always tend to just sort of receive clothes as gifts and be like, oh, that's nice. And then that just sort of builds up over time into my wardrobe. But I just saw someone say they like my boobs. Thank you. I like my boobs too. There's a plane. But yeah, so Oh, I should. Frozen Fox, thank you very, very much for the Akasupa. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm going to take good care of myself. And I should mention, there's been a bit of discussion. I tweeted earlier that I bought some new shoes. And I saw, and Nina made a reply to this tweet referencing that song. And she said, I'm feeling sassy in my new Balenciagas. And a bunch of people, this led to speculation. Did Milord buy a pair of Balenciagas? Yeah, I did. It was one of it's I don't enjoy treating myself that much, but I decided, you know what, I have been wearing the most trash shoes for the past God knows how many decades, and I decided, you know what, it's time to bring mid-drip out in full force, and I decided to get some really, really nice shoes, and these things are fucking fantastic. I'll be able to... I've decided that I will probably send a picture of them once I'm home. But yes, you'll get to see my new shoes eventually. They're white and fucking gigantic. I mean, I'm used to having big shoes, right? I'm a big-footed man. But these... Oh my god. They've got the big kind of like other layer below them that kind of adds an inch to me. They add like an inch to my height, so I'm like I'm an even bigger boy now. And what I almost feel, they've got this like really rigid kind of like extra layer. They almost feel like tactical in a way. I'm a material girl now, exactly. I'm wearing fucking platform heels. They feel tactical in the sense that when I walk over small gaps, it just doesn't matter. Like they're like tank treads. It's fucking ridiculous. I will definitely show you guys when I get the opportunity, because they are pretty nice. I don't, obviously, since a lot of since you know it's through this channel that I've been able to earn the money that I use to treat myself. I don't want to buy too much I guess non-essential stuff, because I have you to thank for it, and I want to put most of my money towards stuff that helps me stream better, and these shoes were pretty much all for me. But I guess I can probably think about how, you know, maybe over the course of my career, there's been enough money in purely ad revenue rather than supers that maybe I can justify buying something as nice as this. And I know it doesn't really matter, and that one of the reasons that people give supers is that they want to say thank you and then let me spend it on whatever I like, but still, I feel a little bad for getting expensive things. I am eating noodles, yes, they're very nice. I'm having some teppanyaki. We went to a gorgeous restaurant the other day, holy shit. Went to a fantastic restaurant. Fucking... Oh my god. Luca and I, we had these beef ribs that literally... You just touch them and they disintegrate. They were the tenderest ribs I've ever eaten, and I was like dying. Nina and Prof were there as well. And Nina had some deer tartare, and I've never actually had tartare before. It's raw meat. I'd never had it before, less so deer, you know, and I tried it, and woo, I don't know if I liked it too much, but it was a very unique flavor. It was really, you know, something all on its own. I really enjoyed it. Nancy C, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Sometimes you could pick a nice house that you really like and save money for that. I do have something in mind. So right now, in about... So the way that my move is working is that my tenancy starts in about a week. So I'm going to start moving stuff over there, but I'm not going to properly move in for a little bit, because I have some stuff at home I need to clear up. Got to finish my D&D campaign. Got to... Yeah, to be honest, I actually think that is the main reason that I'm staying, is that I wanna be around to finish Baba's story. I should mention, by the way, oh, Zawin, thank you very, very much for the Akasupa. I really need to sort of bring up some things with that. What I want to do is when the campaign finishes, I want to do a story or a stream where I go over the entire story, you know, and sort of go from beginning to end and tell you guys what happened, because it's been a wacky adventure. There have been a lot of weird things that have happened. Most recently and most notably, I might have said this on stream before, but I'll say it again because it's really, really good. Baba is, he's a bard and a rogue who is also a monkey. He's my character, and I love him. His backstory, however, is that he was an inventor. He invented this very unique style of instrument that was like an automatic belt that had bongo drums and weaponry on it, and it was sort of formed a major part of his backstory. And so he's a bard and a rogue, but he's almost an artificer as well, and he's sort of an engineer. And for that reason, what we've wound up doing is that recently we reached a place called Meretrisopolis, which is a utopian city, and there's a lot of technology there. It's sort of futuristic. And Baba, having found some robot parts in a previous session, I had decided, you know what? I want him to become Iron Man. This was a very silly idea, but I went up to this engineer with all of these parts, and I said, "Have you ever heard of the Iron Man?" And he was like, "No, I had no idea. Who is he?" And I'm like, "Well, allow me to spin you a yarn." And so we found a way of balancing this out. And so what Baba has now is a robot dog whose name is Bowie. His name is Bowie, and so together they become Baba Bowie. Bowie is a robot dog who kind of looks like Goddard from Jimmy Neutron, and he's and over time, Baba has been finding old mech parts and adding them to Bowie in order to build him up. And he started as a little robot head on 4 wheels, like a little RC car, and now he's added so many parts that he is essentially a gigantic buff man with a dog head. And the thing is, I had this idea that I wanted him to have a human voice, and the DM, he said, "Now listen, this is an animal companion. He can't have human-level intelligence." And I was like, you know, that's completely fine. But can he still speak English? And he was like, well, okay, here's the thing. And so we found a way to do it. Bowie has the voice of Larry King, and he speaks English, but it doesn't make any sense and has no relevance to what's actually going on. And this leads to a lot of very comedic moments. So there's a lot of pipe noise going on, and this B&B is very cheap. I'm going to be pretty happy to move out of here, to be honest. Fuck. There's just chundering pipes in the background. And so the way this works is, at any point, what I will do is I'll be like, "Bowie, what should we do?" And Bowie will say, "Minecraft Survival Guide." Or just something that doesn't make fucking sense at all. And be like, sign up now to get a free toaster, or something like that. And that's just how he interacts. And it's though he's a robot dog, but instead of barking, he just comes up with random New Yorker catchphrases. And I'm just like, "Hey, oh, Bowie, what's going on what's going on with your family right now?" And he's like, "Sometimes I look out at the ocean and I think, God, why?" You know, and I mean it when I say that when the DM said Minecraft Survival Guide, I was actually in tears laughing. I came up with like possibly the most hilarious concept for an animal companion ever, and I love him very dearly. Oh. And the way Bowie works is really fun. So I said I wanted to become Iron Man, and he was like, "All right, you can have this companion then." And what Bowie could do is 3 times before taking a rest to recharge it. Hang on. 3 times before taking a rest to recharge it, he can sort of morph his body to go onto Baba and kind of turn him into Iron Man. So Baba becomes like a little monkey-sized Iron Man with like jet boosters and rockets and shit. And there are a bunch of times where if I want to try and get advantage on a roll, I'll sort of like, or inspiration rather, I'll sort of think like, right, well, how can I use this Iron Man thing to sort of make this work? And it just becomes really cool. Another really cool thing I found, sorry, I'm going to gush about this for a little bit longer because it's really fun. Another thing we found in the Utopian City is that Baba kind of upgrades his spells, rather, by finding instruments. And so early on in the game, he had a lyre, and he had a lute, and he had a flute, and he had a bell, and all that kind of stuff. And now, well, it's kind of gone beyond that a little bit. Then it was a trombone, then it was a harmonica, and now the most recent instrument that he has found is an electric guitar. And what the electric guitar does is that for 2 turns during combat, it swaps his charisma stat, which is maxed out, by the way, it's 20. It swaps his charisma stat for strength. So Baba plays the electric guitar. He does have a xylophone. Yeah, he does have a xylophone as well. He plays the electric guitar and immediately transforms into a gorilla. And so essentially what Baba can do now is that when he becomes a gorilla, he can also use Bowie to become basically the Hulkbuster Iron Man. And it's just, God, this campaign has gotten so silly. And I think I have to thank the DM for being so lenient with our wacky ideas for things that have gone on. And for me, you know, I just sort of thought I would just want this character to be able to do the dumbest shit, and he's allowed that, and it's been really, really fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it ends. We're in the final stretch now. I think we've got like 4 sessions left, and after that I will kind of wipe my hands of my old home, and I'll be able to move on to what will hopefully be some brighter pastures. I'm really, really fucking excited to get to see all of this new stuff and to get to live the kind of life that I've always wanted to live. It's taken a long time, and you know, living where I have been for a while, I've been going through a lot of really unique difficulties personally, but hopefully I'll be able to just sort of make a space that's, well, it's all mine, and I'm really looking forward to that. And I pretty much exclusively owe the thanks to all of you for having made that possible for me. Thank you. Thank you so much for having been so loyal, so kind, and so willing to treat me to things that I've always wanted so desperately. Thank you. Princess Bean, thank you very, very much for the super. Lou, thank you very much. Kumiko, thank you very much for the Akaspa. I'm a baby. Wah. Every time we've been out in public and I've seen every time we've been out in public and I've seen or heard a baby crying, I keep just doing that. I keep just walking around, I hear a baby going like, and I'm like, oh, where? I'm a fucking baby. Where? Hey, listen to me. Where? Give me my fucking pinky. Where? You know. I feel like the mothers in Paris probably find me quite irritable, but you know what? At least I'm being funny about it. Fuck, I really did miss all you guys. I missed you guys terribly. Will I finish Resident Evil 7? Yes, I will. I'm gonna do that first week that I get back. So, let me talk about Hibiki. Thank you very much for the Akaspa. Thank you so much. So what am I going to do when I get back? Well, not when I get back. So sorry, thank you very much for the Akaspa. Oh, Kuroneko, thank you very much for the Akaspa as well. The Balenciaga's fun. Guys, I already got a pair. This is one of the nicest luxury items I've ever bought, and you don't need to fund me another pair. I mean, where I'm moving, I've got more space now, but I don't have enough space for a fucking walk-in shoe closet. As much as I would like that. My flood is becoming real, and I'm very happy with it. I've really enjoyed getting a little more drippy. But anyway, what am I going to do for the rest of this off collab? Well, you can see me turning up on lots of... Sena, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Thank you so much. So what am I doing? Yes. So I've asked Hamin, thank you for the Akasupa. Goodness me. I've asked Mr. I'm not sure if this will happen because I haven't heard from him yet. We'll see. No pressure either way. I'd like to do some sort of a collab tomorrow, maybe like a one-on-one. We can play like a fun party game or something. And then that'll be right after Mr's cooking stream with me, where essentially it'll be like fucking MasterChef. where he's gonna cook me something, and I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat what he makes, and I've got to rate it out of 10. And I am gonna go full Vox Ramsey. I'd like you to know. I'm gonna do the voice. I'm gonna do pretty much everything to make it feel as authentic as possible. If it's bad, I will say it's bad. But if it's good, I will say it's good. Okay? It'll either be, oh, what is that? What is that? What have you done with the chicken? It's fucking green, mate. Oh, that's minging. Or it'll be delicious. Finally, some good fucking food. You know. I keep watching clips from. Hold on. I keep watching clips from mine and Shoto's Overcooked collab because I feel like I've always felt like I was doing a pretty pale imitation of Gordon Ramsay, and then I watched like me in an opportunity to actually start yelling at someone. I think I kind of nailed it, to be honest. I think I was doing really well. I watched that back and I'm like, Long Xiao Chen, thank you very, very much for the arc spot. I missed you too. 20 gifted memberships from Cinnabon. Goodness me. YouTube are really up in their game. They're adding a lot of features, aren't they? Lays, thank you for the Yaga Super. Here are some travel funds for a future tattoo inspo. Pin-up Voxan tattoo or Box X Vox Yin Yang. Fuck. Okay, first of all, pin-up Voxan tattoo sounds immensely sexy. If I was on a date with someone who had one of those, they'd have my entire heart. But then Box X Vox Yin Yang tattoo sounds like a really cool design, so based on those descriptions, I'll leave the choice up to you. Hitomi, thank you for the Aka Super as well. My second Aka Super. We will stay with you, my lord. Thank you very much, Hitomi. It's great to see you again. What are we going to make for the meal? I don't know. I think it's all up to Mister, so I'll wait and see. However, when it comes to cooking, I've had this idea for a stream that I want to do after, maybe one more day after, either the day after the karaoke or sort of like a few hours after it. I'll have to chat with the boys, help them figure it out. But I'd like it if it could be me, Mister, and Luca doing what's essentially the Luxiem dining experience. And so what I'd like to do is to say, sort of like a dinner party, one of us prepares the starter, one of us prepares the main, and the other prepares the dessert. And we essentially give someone a 3-course meal. I really like that idea. I've gone over it with them briefly, but I've yet to get like confirmation, so it might not happen still, but I'm really going to push. I want to make sure that happens because I think it'd be a really, really fun idea. I'm not sure if I'd be able to do hand cam with it because with that many people, I think it might prove to be a little dangerous, but we will see what happens. I'm pretty keen on making it happen, but you know, you never know. When you're in an off collab, random things can transpire, streams get delayed, things go wrong, but whatever, right? Fuck me. Someone in the hallway. It's a very small Airbnb, and there's a lot of like other rooms, you know, with other guests staying. Somebody's just hacking up a lung in the corridor. Jesus. Hope she's all right. It's a lovely smoothie. Came with that. Delightful. Delightful. And Christine, thank you very much. Love you too. Utsuru, thank you very much as well. Sariel, Lou, thank you very, very much for the supers. What is there to talk about now? I don't even know. Thank you very much for the super. Yui's giving a lot of gifted supers as well. Thank you, Yui. 10 gifted memberships. Yui. I don't even have to say a word. I don't even have to listen. The Voxan crumbs have graduated into being a Voxan banquet. I'm deeply thankful for all you've done for this community. most recent one is fantastic, but don't think I didn't see you referring to my my list. I greatly appreciate being so attentive, and yes, that one piece I enjoyed quite a bit. The same goes for all not safe for work artists who use the Akuma Sutra tag. I can't retweet much of it because, you know, it's you know, I don't want to put porn on the timelines of people who don't want to see it, but rest assured I see a lot of it and I really fucking enjoy it sometimes, you know. Maddie Moore, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Cherry, thank you. Suika, thank you. And Ark, thank you very much. You really want to see my POV? I'd love to stream more of my POV with Overwatch 2. Yeah, I think the only reason I didn't is that my laptop is pretty scuffed, and I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have been able to stream it very well. It would have had pretty shitty settings and everything, and it wouldn't have looked nice. It would have been just pretty nasty. Miso, thank you very much. Ivy, thank you very much. Grace Lily Lee, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Here are my I love yous for the past few days. I miss you so much. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Someone's like banging around outside. I think it's just a noisy place, to be honest. Can we see your hands? You can if you go back to the 500k stream where I did cooking and I showed them off. Yes, you may. Nya, thank you very, very much. Oh, and regarding the Dr. ASMR, I've seen all of the beautiful assets and I've seen all of the excitement and the artwork. Yes, absolutely, the Dr. ASMR will be happening at our usual time for ASMR on Sunday as soon as possible. Next week, next Sunday, yes. Or rather, wait, what day is it? It's Wednesday. This coming Sunday, we will have a chance to visit Dr. Akuma. I've got a few fun ideas for that stream, so hopefully it all works out for you guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy stepping into my office where I can take a closer look at you and well, we can see if there's anything I can't help fix. Have I eaten the noodles? Yes, they're all gone. I missed you guys a lot. I really, really did. It's really nice to see you. And so nice to be able to clarify my rules earlier on and to have you guys listen so very attentively. It was really, really nice to see that. I can't wait to get back, and then we can get back to a regular. It's not that I can't wait to get back. I really appreciate my time here, and I've been having so much fun. But it's well, there's nothing quite like being on a regular stream schedule and getting to spend time with all of you. You know, like being at this off collab. It's like Mr. said. It's getting a chance to hang with my friends, and that's true. And I think I do deserve that. But you know, it's my friends too. Tokito, thank you very much. Hell's Kitchen stomach medicine sponsorship. Your stomach needs to be strong to survive. I actually have a pretty iron stomach. I can resist spice pretty well. Do I still have my small gloves, my lord? Yep, they're knocking around somewhere. Oh, well, rather the box of hundreds of small gloves. My, thank you very, very much. Yeah. Michiko, thank you very much for the Akaspa. You're a Kinoko. Mushroom person, yeah. It's interesting to know that there's like some kind of a big debate going on about which of those snacks is nicer. But yeah, for me it was the mushroom. Sarina, so sorry. Sunday is May 22nd. It's International Kindred Day. That's true! May 22nd is 522. Everyone, I am declaring May 22nd of every single year a national holiday. We will all gather and have a lovely time. 522, May 22nd. International Kindred Day. I like that. I like that very, very much. That said, if there are any other other national holidays on 522 that I do not know about, it's not my fault because I had no fucking idea. Axia, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Someone's going to be like, but wait, 522 is my dad's birthday. How dare you overlap with my dad's birthday? I'll be like, Jesus, sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know, sorry. No, your dad is very important to me, Kendra, don't worry. Listen, I love your dad. Liz Cho, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Thank you very, very much. You guys have been really nice. Grace Lee, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Hashtag 522 Kindred Day. Yeah, it's only in 4 days. Well, we've got to get a hashtag going. We've got to get a little hashtag going. That'd be great. Lucy DD Lucky, tequila or beer? All beer by far. Jojo, thank you for the super as well. I love spirits. I love a lot of different types of alcohol. Luca tried whiskey for the first time the other day and he fucking hated it. I love whiskey. I love gin. I love... Guys, I just remembered. Okay, never mind. I'll finish this. For me, beer is my favorite type of alcohol, but I also love spirits. Now, that said, I am quite impartial to vodka. And the other day, while it was me, Nina, Luca, and Prof, we were wandering around in town. And we went to this pretty nice, expensive store that sold rare vodka. Have any of you guys heard of Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Head vodka? There's a whole video that Dan Aykroyd made about it, where he's like, over half of the world believes in such phenomena. This vodka is distilled with the essence of ghosts, and all that kind of shit. Well, I found some. Would you guys like me to try it now? I've never tried this before. It was a pretty expensive bottle of vodka, but I saw it and I was like, I just need it. I just need to get it now. We're gonna try it. All right, let's get the vodka out. Hold on. Let me crack out the voddy. Yes, this bottle is literally just a skull. And that's what Dan Aykroyd said about it. He was like, at the end of the day, this is a premium vodka in a cool bottle. And that was that. After all of the discussion of ghosts and mantras and haunting and all of that, he said, now listen, at the end of the day, it is just a cool vodka in a cool bottle. Am I wearing heels? No, those are my Balenciagas. They're very loud. So yes, this is literally just a skull with vodka in it. And I'm going to pop it open. I'm going to try some for you now. How does this work? Oh, it's a cork. Gotcha. It's a very big cork on this thing. It's a fat cork. Goodness me. Alright, let me give this a try. It's also a stronger vodka than... Ooh, that... Oh my god. Let me get a different glass. This Airbnb is quite peculiar. You've seen Ike tweet about it. The birds here... Whoa! The birds here are fucking loud as sin. Alright, that one looks fine. The birds here are fucking loud as sin. And I just got out some of the complimentary wine glasses they had, and one of them was just covered in, like, muck! Covered in weird shit. Anyway. I like the little pop that corks give on alcohol. Allow me to pour. Alright. Just give that a little sippy. I heard, apparently it's really nice tasting, and I love vodka anyway. Ooh. Choo-choo, thank you very much for the super. Saku, head from Dan Aykroyd, let's go. You know I'm of a different breed when the instant you said that, I immediately thought of taking the taking the crystals, taking the fucking crystal skull, holding it like fucking Yorick, saying, alas, poor Yorick, and I put it in my pants and make it suck me off. And Crystal, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Thank you. Okay, let me give this a try. Like most vodka, it smells like motor oil. Did I bring my fancy kitchen knife with me? No, I'm sorry. I didn't have much space in my suitcase, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing a cooking stream when I came out, so no, I don't. But I'll be taking that with me to my new house. So you might get a chance to see it again, Yui, don't worry. Wei and Chen, thank you very, very much. Alright, here we go. I'm not sure what about the taste is terribly unique. It's quite... I wonder if there are any... There's a little label on it. I wonder if there are any tasting notes. Crystal Head vodka distilled 4 times from highest quality Canadian corn. Silky smooth with a hint of sweetness and vanilla. Both vodkas are filtered through Herkimer diamonds and blended with pristine Newfoundland water. We know Herkimer diamonds aren't actually diamonds, they're fucking crystals, but... Alright, let's give this another go. I mean, I guess. It's alright. I have to try it with a Coke. Actually, we have Coke. One sec. Now, sometimes spirits aren't that great on their own, but as a mixer, they're fantastic. Do we actually... Oh, I drank all the Coke. Oh, balls. Wait! There's a Diet Pepsi in here. Yes, we had a big thing of Coke. I think I had literally all of them, which, you know, I shouldn't be surprised. Get a mug. That's what we have left. Alright, let's try this. La-da-dee. Oh. Alright, Voddy in first. See how this tastes with a Coke. It's an impromptu drink tasting stream. This is nice. I'm enjoying this. It's a good vibe. Delightful. Alright, bottoms up, everybody. That's nice. That's nice. It blends very well with that. Because, I mean, with a little bit of sweetness and vanilla, that goes really, really well with Coke. Alright, I guess I've got my new favorite mixer. Nice. Kumiko, thank you very, very much for the Akasupa. Being very thirsty in chat again, I see. Well, it's always nice. Always nice to be lusted after, I suppose. I shouldn't be surprised when Twitter is currently aflame with fan art shipping me with me. That's fun, I enjoy it. We have Voxan and Box Tenshi too. Is there a possibility to have Boxan? Boxan Tenshi. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Oh, well, I mean, now listen, if you want to draw Boxan, here's how you do it. Boxan, let's say, because we know about Box, he is a man of God, a very dedicated angel, but he's also horny, and fell to the curse of all of you trying to get in his pants, and then he couldn't help but just smack you around a little bit. I'd like to think that Boxan... Okay. Let's clarify a few things. I think that out of all the alternate me's, I think I'm gonna say that Box is probably a service top. You know, like he's the kind of person who, yeah, Yeah, I think he's a service top. And I think Voxan is sort of a... I think Voxan is a top, but she will at most maybe switch to being a power bottom, but would never go any lower than that. I think she does suit being a top, because she is me, after all. But, yeah, Box is soft dom vibes. Voxan is mostly top, but sort of like switches to being a power bottom every now and again. And then I think Boxan would probably be a true bottom, to be honest. I think that she would fit the mold of that whole, like, deeply sexually frustrated nun type of thing, you know? The kind of person who said, no, I'm married to the Lord, and then suddenly she comes across some sexy demon. And, well, you know. And things like that change quite quickly for her. Kinoko, thank you very much for the Arcuspa. Ah, thank you so much. Thank you. So, you know, fan artists, go for it. The Vox crew is growing. You know, if we do, unfortunately I don't think we'll be able to now because of like the schedule mistake I made. But God, excuse me. Do thank you for the Akasupa. God, what was I going to say? If we get a chance to return to The Sims, I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that now that I've moved to a new PC, the old Sims might just be stuck on there. I'm not sure. I'm quite attached to the old Sims house, so it might be good to transfer them over, but if we can't, I think what I might do is start a new one. What we could do is have a whole neighborhood with houses that include alternate versions of all of us. So there is the Vox house, the Mr. house, the Ike house, the Luca house. And so most likely it would include evil Mirrorverse version of them and female version of them. So my house would be me, Box, Voxan, and Boxan. Mr.'s house would be Mr., Rius, and Misty. Ike's would be Ivy, Eki, and Ike. Luca's would be Luca, Kaneshiro, Luca, is it Kanekuro, the other one? And then Lucy, obviously. And then shoes. Do we have a female shoe? I haven't seen much of that. Fuck me. Alright, fair enough. Sorry if I missed it. Who is the, what's Shoe's female name? Shuzen. Shuzen! That's so funny. Alright, Shu, Hikarino, and Yamino, and then Shuzen. Yamino. Shuzen. Fuck, it's nice to see you all again. I'm gonna try streaming every day until I get back, and then when I get back, I'm gonna keep streaming every day until I move, so... my plan right now, because every time I think about it, I just like, I'm gonna be honest, maybe this makes me a workaholic, but fucking whatever, man. Like, this is what I enjoy. I don't like leaving stream unattended for more than 2 days at a time. That's not because I feel obligated to, that's because I love to stream. So I think that what I'm gonna do, since I'm going on a little camping trip during my move, so I'm gonna like kind of send off all my stuff in a truck, I'm gonna go camping, and then I'm gonna move in, get everything set up, and then I'll be able to restart stream once I've moved. Better a workaholic than alcoholic. Is it so much to ask for both? But I think my plan is probably to just like try and stream at any available opportunity while I'm gone, and if I can't, I want to have something that will upload while I'm away. So, not to give spoilers, because I'd like to keep it a bit of a secret, but there was a time, a long time ago, when I, purely for my own entertainment, I used to make ASMR, not with a microphone, but mostly just sort of like roleplay type stuff. I just sort of, a friend of mine at the time said, like, you know, you would be pretty good at that. And I just sort of thought about it, and I was like, I think it was there that I was exposed to the idea of listening to something where you feel like you have company, you know? And I really enjoyed making those. My longest one, I made a half-hour long sort of audio tape kind of thing, almost like a voice pack, I guess. And it was about, what was it? Yeah, it was a whole scenario where you can't sleep, and then a friend of yours comes over and he reads you a bedtime story. And I sort of added a lot of music and sound effects to make the story really sort of like come to life and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what the theme or the script would be, but while I'm away, I would like to make one of those and have it go live for you at some point while I'm away, so that you might not see me for a couple of days, but then you'll get a little treat in between. And that'll probably be the longest break I take for a while. When I get to my new house, I'm just gonna pile drive right straight back into work, and I'm gonna really, really enjoy it. So don't worry too much about me. I'm gonna be taking a nice, well-deserved break, and then when I get back, I'll be rejuvenated and ready to just power on with everything else in my life. So yes, that's the plan. That's the plan. The longest gap I can see with 0 content, maybe, depending on how the move goes, maybe 3 days. And I don't like that, but it, you know, it is what it is. And hopefully you guys can all behave while I'm gone. And, you know, not to be cringe on main, but the bath ASMR was sweet. I know you pretend to be a daddy dom, but the crumbs of your softer romantic side. Aww, Saku. Aww. Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well. I think I would have tried to make it more of like a roleplay focused thing, but like, I was just having too much fun. I was in the bath. I was fucking naked on stream, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I mean, you really did. It peaked at like 28k viewers, which is ridiculous. Yeah, no, it was nice. And I just sort of, I don't know. When I go for that kind of stuff, I just sort of think of scenarios that, A, that I think you would like, and B, that I think I would like. And to be honest, I mean, who doesn't like the idea of hopping in a bath with someone you're attracted to and just making out and shit? That sounds lovely. So yeah, I mean, if I'm in the bath and you got all those people being like, oh, hello, my lord, just like, well, why don't you hop on in, you know? Stroking your hair, putting some shampoo on you, you know, making sure you're all clean, all well taken care of. I had a lot of fun. I'd like to do another bathtub one. I really would, because the new place I'm moving to has a bath. So we might be able to properly do one with more planning involved. I did see someone set up like someone suggested in the Aku ASMR tag. Someone suggested a roleplay scenario for the bathtub one, and it was like Vox is a merman that you've caught in that you've sort of helped escape from poachers or something like that, and you're keeping him safe in your bathtub, but then when you go to check on him, he sort of seduces you or something like that. He's sort of like weird and animalistic and flirtatious and all that kind of stuff. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'd like to try it again because it was really fun, and I feel like I can take it a bit further, you know. At the end of the day, I might have used the ASMR microphone, but it wasn't really ASMR, was it? Like, I was away from the microphone for a lot of it, and I had to be, or else it would have gotten moist. A siren. Ooh. I'd have to be able to sing pleasantly for that. I sort of have to sit there and hum something like. And then you're like, oh, what's that? And I'm like, that's the song from Shrek, isn't it? And then she explodes the birds. What a fucking classic film. And Meowie, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, and Diacho, good to see you. ASMR is always a blessing. Thank you for everything, my lord. Oh, thank you too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just gonna lie back for a second. My neck's been really stiff for the last few days. I don't really know why. It's what it is. Does anyone have anything they would like to discuss? Anyone have anything they'd like to have a wee chat about? Because, you know, I'm here. I'm going to be here for another little while. I'd love to get to talk to you all. Of course it is. Listen, it was hard enough. It was hard enough. I don't care how good of a lube water makes for. I don't think there's anything I could get up to in the bath without putting my equipment in danger. I had to be very careful, or else it would have splashed everywhere and I would have lost my very expensive microphone. The part where I slipped in the bath. Oh fuck yeah, that was really funny. That was yeah, that was really funny. So, what am I going to do when I get back? Well, I'd like to pop back to Minecraft. I've been really missing my castle, and I think that we can really make some serious progress. I think we're well on our way to being able to build shit very nicely, and what I want to be able to do is really like make at least the ground floor of the castle pretty much 100% finished. I really just want to like really dedicate myself to finishing that thing. You know, a long stream where I just build as much as I possibly can because I've missed it so much. We'll also be finishing Resident Evil 7. We will be obviously doing the Dr. Akuma ASMR, which I'm really happy about. Iris, good to hear that you finished your thing, your animation. Angel, thank you very much. Ariana Eek, thank you very much. I don't want to start from the stream, but if you wanted to, I have a custom doorbell and would love my lord's random sample. Alright, here I am ready to embarrass you in front of all your neighbors. Use this. Ariana, someone's at the door. Oh, that was fun. That's a good idea. I like that. I like that. Summer, thank you very much. Wedding ASMR sounds wonderful. Do you want to try it later? Huma, thank you very much. Oh, yeah, it's like from Secret Mission. Yeah, no, I'll tell you, essentially what happened is I had to reset and rebuild my ending screen, and I got my new computer, and I just forgot to add them. So I'll be adding them soon. Have I ever seen the Battington FNAF tapes? I have. Jachu, thank you very much for the super train conductor ASMR. That would be kind of similar to, fuck. Some of you may... Every time I go for a new ASMR stream with a really horny concept, it's me. I'm become Lord Farquaad, right? Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make. The Battington FNAF tapes are very good, and so what I would like to remind you guys is they take their audio and concept from another YouTuber called Squimpus McGrimpus. Squimpus sort of like, I think he originated the entire concept of the FNAF VHS thing. Ivy, thank you. Utahime, thank you very much. Huma, thank you. So they're very interesting, and I think what they sort of do is they take this aspect of the FNAF storyline, and they kind of like redo the canon in a way that I think they find more satisfying, because when you reach Sister Location, there are elements of FNAF that I think some people don't enjoy quite as much as the previous stuff. So I think most of them tend to just take FNAF 1 through 4 as canon and then invent other reasons for the events on the fly. So I know that William Afton's motivation in canon is that he was trying to use Remnant to bring his son back to life, and that was why he killed all of those kids, to kind of extract their souls and stuff like that. People found that to be a little ridiculous, like, well, William Afton is some kind of a soul magician? What the fuck are you trying to, what the hell kind of scam are you trying to pull? Whereas in FNAF VHS, it essentially just becomes a, you know, a revenge plot, where William Afton's motivations is that he's so distraught over the death of his son, and he blames it all on his other son, Michael, who was responsible for the event, and he thinks, God, every day I just want to kill my son, and he just descends into this spiral where he can't find any peace unless he takes his anger out on somebody, and so that's why he starts killing, all those other kids, because he knows that if he killed his own son, he would be found out right away. But any others, well, he figured he could get away with that. And so it becomes more of like a, more of an actual slasher villain rather than a sort of like a, you know, like a, kind of like a Disney villain that, that Thingy has become. Chat idea, tier list of every Donkey Kong or Mario game. That sounds fun. Mi-chan, thank you for the Akasupa. Dear my lord, I miss you too. You're really gentle and make me feel strength. Really happy to hear that. Thank you. But yeah, so like the FNAF VHS tapes, they take things in a really interesting new direction, and I really enjoy watching them. I'd love to do a watch along at some point, actually. I think that would be a lot of fun. So FNAF, the Scrimpus, which one's my favorite? One of my favorite tapes of that. It's not terribly scary, but it's very haunting. It's very like sort of sad, and it's the one, what's it called? Sound recognition test, I think it's called. It's the one where it's about Chica, and it's about this thing where, you know, it sort of does this like audio test, and it's like, oh, when you play the sound here, she shall look to the left, and when you play the sound here, she'll look to the right, and that kind of stuff. But then she looks towards the camera, and you start hearing this inner monologue with this like sort of really crunchy old record playing, and it's the voice of the girl who was killed before she was like stuffed inside Chica and possessed her. And she sort of describes how, God, it's really like intensely descriptive and very scary. And she describes how being like this, she says, I had a dream, she says. One day I went out into the forest, and I saw a bird asleep in the snow. And it couldn't fly and it couldn't breathe. I felt like it was dead, but it wasn't. And then she says this wasn't a nice dream, this was a nightmare. And she says, that's how it feels. I feel like I'm a bird stuck in the snow. And then the music kind of halts, and she looks into the camera and just says, I can't breathe. I love horror so much. It's really effective stuff, really, really like powerful, and plays on a lot of really simple emotions to kind of really draw you in and feel. I think there's one thing that the games never really touch on, and that's the real horror of the situation. Tammy Reeves, thank you very much for the super. But yeah, they never really touch on the real horror of the situation, and the fact that, you know, children died in those games, and it's almost brushed off because, you know, we're focusing on the story of this one family, the Aftons, and we never really learn what it's like for the animatronics themselves. And I think that these tapes sort of focus on that a lot harder. But anyway, the Battington tapes are sort of like remakes of that, and they kind of add little bits to it, and they animate them in a really compelling way. New designs for all the animatronics and that kind of stuff. Do I like analog horror or ARGs? My fucking god, I do. I'm not too familiar with ARGs. I've seen a few of them, and I enjoy hearing about them, but my favorite analog horror by far is the Mandela Catalog. Goodness me. Whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, you guys have seen how resistant I've become to horror. I mean, we played Amnesia, we played Outlast 2, we watched Grave Encounters and all that kind of stuff, and it's just like, meh. Resident Evil 7 scared me, but not in like a lasting way. Resident Evil 7 got inside my head and made me scream and jump. It was more like a thrill ride that really, really worked. And there were some parts of that game that are genuinely scary, but I think most of all it's effective as more of like a thriller, you know. Mandela Catalog genuinely scared me a lot, and it genuinely rendered me unable to sleep for quite a few days, because it has just such an interesting concept. So Mandela Catalog, it's about, I won't reveal too much because I would want you to watch it for yourself, but it's essentially about in a society where there is this new supernatural threat to to the lives of people who are around in the world, and they're called alternates. And alternates are versions of people either who have died or that have disappeared, and they look like that person but very slightly different. So, and then they show this sort of like informational thing where there's a picture of the real person, and on the right there's another picture of them, and it's something like one of their eyes is drooping a little bit, or maybe they've sort of got a different eye color, or maybe they've got like a weird ugly smile or something like that. 02, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Congratulations on getting the good news. As a concept, I sort of thought about it, and while I was watching it didn't scare me so much, but then afterwards I thought, like, if I wanted to call for help, if I was in that scenario and I went to a safe house or something to try and call for help, how do I know that they're not an alternate as well? And I thought about the scenario where, what if I was to walk into, like, let's say I call a neighbor or something, and I'm like, hey, can I come hang out? And I'm a little scared right now. And they say, yeah, sure. And I go over, and then I open the door, and they try to welcome me in, and then it registers, and you notice a difference, and you realize what you're looking at. That's scary. That's some scary shit. It really, really is. There are all these other scenes of shit like that happening, and the one that I think that sticks in my head the most, there are a couple. There's one where you can hear Lucifer talking to, in one of the tapes, and it's this really like whispery voice that's basically just like speaking to the fucking shepherds, as the people who would like looking up to Jesus or whatever it was, and he just says, I know what you love, I know what you dread, and all of that kind of stuff, and it's like, whoa, and that voice really kind of sticks inside my head, and then he gets this weird like distorted face and all that kind of shit, and then there's one other scene I'll tell you about. I haven't spoiled anything, just to let you know, I haven't spoiled a single thing. There's one more person from that who really scares me, and that's like this one character who like tries to hide after one of the alternates gets to his mother, and I don't know why this one scene just really fucked with me. I think it's because old ladies kind of scare me in a weird way. Like, old ladies in a horror context, like, they kind of creep me out. But in this one, it's just this little scene with really compelling camera work where you've got like a VHS camera and a flashlight and all that kind of stuff. And it sort of feels very real. And outside the window, you can hear this lady going like, Stephen, open up, I have a surprise for you. And then her voice gets eerily low, like it's been pitch shifted down. She says, I have a present. And she's trying to like get the door open. It's like, like, oh my God. That whole thing, the Mandela Catalog from start to finish, I found insanely effective. I thought it was a work of genuine brilliance. I would really recommend you all check it out. I'd kind of like to do a members watch along of the Mandela Catalog, but we'll see. But yeah, that's the Mandela Catalog. I really enjoyed it, and it was sort of like, I guess I had an interest in it after, discovering the FNAF ARGs and the analog horror and that kind of stuff. Be fun to see me watch the Walton Files. Yeah, I've heard about those. I've never seen them before, so I think that would be pretty good. Yu, thank you very, very much for the super. Thank you so much. Now listen, Kumiko, thank you very much for the Ox for creepy but attractive. Oh my. So what am I trying to say here? Gata Chen, thank you very much for the Akaspa. No, it's all right. Horror game, I want to suggest Alien Isolation. Yeah, I love Alien Isolation. I've played it before. No, I really, really enjoy it. I think it's such an interesting interesting concept. It's less scary and more just thrilling, you know, really, really intense experience. And no, get to 10, it's alright. And we're making some changes, making a few changes, kind of clamping down on the rules a little bit, so hopefully you'll be alright. Yeah, no, hopefully that, I'm aware that there are some people who don't want to follow the rules, and some people who, you know, are bad actors and want to try and, you know, sort of, I don't know. But hopefully, as long as, because remember that the kindred exists because they look up to me, and so if I can set the right example and I can sort of scold people into following the rules, then hopefully you guys can all be appreciated as the really wonderful fan base that I know you to be. Okay. I really should watch, I really should play fucking Resident Evil 8, shouldn't I? Once I finished my, once I've finished Resident Evil 7. Yeah. No, I really want to. I really, really want to. Bit to go, thank you very much for the super. I love the occasions when you talk about what you like. Thank you. Yeah, you do, Saku. Shut your mouth. Lays, thank you for the super. Thank you for your insight in the future tattoo. I don't know what to get, so I'm just getting both. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. I'd love to play Resident Evil 8 because I've loved 7 so much. And if it follows in the same footsteps, then, I mean, goodness me, I'd love to see it. Yeah. Welcome to the family, son. I can't wait to see how Resident Evil 7 ends. Such an interesting game. Oh, my sides are still hot. Nah, I'll warm those up later. How are you going to look down on me? Aren't you short? I swear I remember you mentioning that at some point. Hereditary. Ooh, I'd love to watch that. I still haven't seen it. Maybe we could watch it together, because I'm a little scared. Oh, I'm a little scared. Control, I've played. Control's not scary, but it's fun. It's fun. I like the combat. Jade Oracle, if you were to meet all 3 of your ASMR personas, Captain Akuma, Tenchi, and Officer Akuma, who would you least likely get along with? I feel like there would be an awkward amount of sexual tension between Tenchi and I, you know? I feel like he would just sort of like be very intimidated by me and wouldn't really know how to talk to me, to be honest, and then I think I would find that kind of weird. The other 2 I think I'd get along with quite well because they know how to, well, they know how to keep you lot in line. Denise, thank you for the super. Do not perceive this. I'm perceiving it. Bathroom ASMR was deeply comforting to me in the last few days. I'm glad. That's what they're all about, is if they're not trying to help people get off, they're trying to help people feel comfortable. So, yeah. Alan Sire, thank you very much for the super. Have I bought any perfume? Nina actually got me this taster packet of like lots of different scents. Noodles, thank you for the super. Diachu, thank you very much for the super as well. Samantha Sheen, thank you very much for the Aka super. I'm a lord, I've been busy these days and finally see you. Chase type horror games or psychological type horror games? I prefer psychological. I wish I could play PT, but I know that's like a difficult game to come by at this point. Will I ever do a reaction to my old Thirsty Tweet stream or do a new one? What about fanfic reading? Well, we have done fanfic reading before. All we hear is Valencia Gaga, Valencia Gugu, Valencia Goga, Valencia Poo Poo, Radio Wee Wee. Can't believe I started doing that. I was having such a good time. Yuma Serena, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. I've heard of Visage as well. I'd like to play that. I've heard that's pretty scary. All we hear is Radio Wee Wee, Radio Poo Poo. Celia, thank you very much. Can I suggest Shakespeare's Sonnet 18? Yeah, you never know. Evie, thank you very much. Stopping by to smack a big kith on your forehead and run away. Thank you for being you, my lord. You're such a sweet demon. I love you and this wonderful clan. Thank you, Evie. Thank you very much for your kind words. Went back. Thank you for the super. I decided to get the Haori Flowers tattoo for your 1 year anniversary. Oh. Permanently marking yourself for me is very... It's a sign of good dedication. I appreciate that. Jolyn, thank you very much. Can you give me a French kiss to cheer me on? It's been a while since I've gone to do this. That didn't work at all. That didn't work at all. It doesn't really work without the ASMR mic, to be honest. Angel read the Noir. Bartender ASMR. Oh. Gives me a lot of serotonin to see it when chat moves that fast. Thank you, guys. Kara, thank you. Is it okay to ship Voxan and Ivy? Well, you would have to ask Ike. I'm going to say that I don't mind. Personally, I think it's all completely fine. But, at least with my characters, you know, versions of me. But, I don't know about my friends, so you'd have to ask them. Saren A, thank you very much. Sweet 776 is a PTS horror game that's pretty creepy. Ooh, and give it a try. Thank you. Gretch, thank you. Bye-bye. Yanshi, thank you very much. Did you notice before this table is not the same height as before, so we can more see the pink part in your eyes? I like that you guys like seeing that. Yuki Leong, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Take the chance to get yourself a good pampering session to reward yourself for all the hard work you always do. Can I request a morning wake-up call for my alarm? Ha ha ha, Denise. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Anyway. I guess I'll do something sweet. Good morning, sweet thing. I hope you've had enough sleep because there's going to be a big day ahead of you tomorrow. No matter what happens, remember that I love you. And please go out there and work hard and make me proud. Okay? I love you so much. Now go out there and make me proud. I liked that one. That was nice. Soft boy, wah. Oh, wah, I'm a big fucking baby. Give me my binky, wah. I'm gonna throw a tantrum in public. Ivy, thank you for the super. Yay, thank you. You're welcome. Gretch, thank you very much. Black Rocker, thank you very much. Elaine, thank you. Diachu, I may not have 4 leaves, but if you kiss me, I'll bring you luck. Aww. Guess now that makes me the luckiest guy in the world, huh? And thank you very much for the super. Kiori, thank you. King Mochi, thank you. Muffin Box and the expiry said 522. Interesting. Kindred Cat. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry. Kumaki, thank you. Bluhenda, thank you. Shushu, thank you. I've also been thinking maybe an interesting way of using supers as a way of sort of like making more fun content. Elaine, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Yuki Leong, thank you for the Akasupa. Q Parfait, thank you guys. Eva Punk, thank you. Showed up in your dream last night. Sounds weird. Seko Yumi, thank you. iGuys92 Kaneshiro, thank you. Shushu, thank you. And Bluhenda, thank you as well. Noodles, thank you. Serena, thank you. Saki, thank you. A spicy morning call. Eek and Ice, thank you very much. A spicy morning call, what do you mean? Like, I mean, I guess it wouldn't really work with this music, would it? Hey, babe. Last night was so much fun, but I think you'd better get up. Hey, wherever you're going, just get back this evening and come... come back and let me have you again. I really enjoyed it, okay? Alright. Good luck today. Don't let the stress change how you look, because I think you look pretty perfect right now. Alright. Later. You can use whichever one of those you find more effective at getting you out of bed. Gristle, thank you very much. Yay! That makes me happy. I'm wanting to reunite with my old Overwatch team as well. I haven't spoken to them in a little while, but you know, the best kinds of friends are the ones that you can sometimes you get wrapped up in a load of weird issues, you know, difficulties, stress, work, that kind of stuff, and maybe you don't see your friends for a while. The best kinds of friends are the ones who, no matter what happens, that they get that, and they've been there, and when you talk to them about it, and you've been away for maybe years at a time, you come back and you say, hey, I was busy, and they're like, no worries, man, do you want to come out for dinner? You think, yeah? That's all good. Those are the best kinds of friends you can have, because, well, they're the kind of ones that are always there for you, you know? Reinhardt, thank you for the super. Oh, well done! Licensed to teach students, fucking well done! Jesus Christ! That's incredible, well done. Yep, I will have a dual setup playing both morning calls at the same time. Based. It's going to sound like my voice running over top of each other, and then you'll hear me going like, hi, well done, baby. Good luck at work today. And then underneath you'll be like, yeah, what does that pussy do, though? Then you just play them over the top of it. It's like... Sephrodisiac, thank you for the super. Forced to be an OL for work today instead of a basement gremlin at home. So I'm only listening today. Just wanted to say it's been really nice hearing you have fun with friends this week. Love you, Demon Man. Love you too. Sephrodisiac, really nice to see you. Soulflare8, thank you very much. Getting my hair braided for the summer. I can't decide on a color. Have any suggestions? I mean, maybe you wouldn't have the chance to... Maybe you wouldn't have the chance to do that, but maybe you could pick my main colors, so black, red, and white, and then have one for each little loop, I guess. I don't know how possible that would be, but it would look good, wouldn't it? Chitang, Bitter Girl, thank you very much. Let me turn the impossible into possible, because I got the results of the final exams. You got full grades, full marks. Shit, well done, Bitter Girl. Congratulations, shit. Regina Quell, thank you very much. Got an interview yesterday. Congratulations, well done. Turns out I spoke frequently because I listened to Daddy's talk and stream recently. That's good. Well, I'm glad that you made it. Good job. Jade Oracle, would it be okay if you name a monkey plushie? Last week was a little bit of a downer, but your offline collabs and bath ASMR made me smile. You're welcome. Name a monkey plushie. Well, I mean, there's only one monkey in my life that I'm familiar with who has a plushie. His name's Baba. Call him Baba, please. And actually, that goes to all kindred. If you have a plushie of a monkey, please, it would make me very happy if you called it Baba. I love Baba. He's my favorite boy. I love him so much. Wei and Jen. Like a lullaby or a bedtime voice. Oh. I have sung Rockabye Baby on stream before, haven't I? Ba 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 ba. Good. If you guys ever get a monkey plushie, call it Baba. A lullaby. I've done Rockabye Baby before, haven't I? I could do... Aw, hang on. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Hee 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 hee. Frozen mushroom, thank you very much. Kumiko, thank you very much. So happy tonight. I hope you're as happy as I am. You really cheer me up. I want to kiss your cheek 3,000 times. Ah. It's not quite 3,000, but I hope it's enough. Subject S, thank you very, very much. Hey guys, don't make silly purchases on my account. If you can't afford a monkey plushie, don't get one. But if you can afford one, call it Baba, because that would make me quite happy. Baba mean... Does it really? Does Baba really mean dad in Chinese? That's insane. I had no idea. I just called him Baba because I thought it sounded funny. Hitomi, thank you very, very much. Soulflare 8. It really does. Shit, thank you for letting me know, guys. I'll have to tell my D&D group that. I think they're gonna find that quite hilarious. Because I had Baba, and I was doing the campaign before I met all of you, and before you came around to, well, calling me daddy every day. And so I think it's quite funny that, ironically, my D&D friends had been technically calling me daddy that entire time. Moyan-chan, thank you very, very much. Phoenix Ji-hang, thank you for the Akasupa. Today, one of my kindergarten students drew me a teddy and a bunny, and for some reason they looked like Freddy and Barney, and that terrified me. But I love that drawing though, just like how much I love you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Moyan-chan, thank you. Agnes Leon, thank you. Cinnaboneri, thank you. Soulflare, Hitomi, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Marry me. Aww. It's full circle, everyone calls me daddy, and no matter how hard you try to resist, I'll have you in the end. Time to call my monkey plushie father. I'd like to imagine, imagine someone who has a lot of plushies. Shitang, thank you very much for the Akaspa. Aini. Hua, thank you very much. Selfines, thank you very much. Imagine someone who keeps a lot of plushies. Ravlogs, thank you. GBP, thank you. Shimu, thank you. Imagine someone who keeps a lot of plushies and they've got like a dog, cat, or like an elephant or whatever. Like Vera, thank you for the super. A lot of different names for them. Like this is Fido. This is Captain. This is my cat. This is this is that. They go through all of these pretty conventional names for these animals, and they come to the monkey plushie, and this is father. And then they move on, and they turn to like a spider, and they say, "Oh, this is Itsy Bitsy." Kusanagi Moi, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Good evening, Daddy. Today's my birthday. Can I have a birthday kiss? Good job, my girl. Happy birthday. Meowie, thank you very much for the super. Approving the Bara Titty agenda. Yes, chat, I really enjoy it. Emily Millie, thank you very much for the super as well. I really enjoy it when I see you guys draw me with big Bara titties. Makes me pretty happy. Andrew M, thank you very much. What was that one weird video where it's the dude who's screaming into the microphone at a dude on the floor and he's saying, "Wake up, wake up, wake up." I could do that. I could just be like, "Hey, wake the fuck up! Get to work now! Go! Come on!" And that's that. And that's that. Set that as your text ringtone and turn it to full volume in public. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Sarina, thank you very, very much. Love you too. Nechi, thank you very much. I keep trying to stop calling you that, but it's impossible. Ah, well, you know, it is what it is. Kurata-chan, thank you very much for the super. Good night. Ray Vlogs, thank you very much. Whenever I scream like that, I just think of Shoto going, like when I did the Gordon Ramsay, and I was like, "Give me the tomato! Come on! Give me the lettuce!" And he was like, "Give me the lettuce and the tomato." Good luck on your exam, Soraya. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Shuo, thank you very, very much. Domi, thank you very much. I'll get you eventually. It'll be an icy cold day in the underworld when I call you the D word, and that aside, I missed you. And I'm glad you've been having a fun time with your Niji family. Thank you, Domi. Well, I'm immortal, so I imagine I might get you eventually. Well, it's been really nice getting to see you guys again. I really did miss you so very much. It was lovely. I'm not sure if I want to end stream there. I'll think about it. Let's stay another 25 minutes. Let's make this 2 hours, and then I'll log off. We just got to find something else interesting to talk about. Shannon02 Meowpuff, thank you very much for the super. Miso Nanshishi, thank you. Okay, there is Christine, thank you for the super. There is one thing that I wanted to talk about. Parfait, thank you. And I guess I addressed it. I'm not addressing it immediately. I didn't address it immediately because I felt like it was more to do with me personally. Isotonics, Naozu White, thank you very much. It's more to do with me personally. And so I didn't think it was as important. But now that I think about it, I think, yeah, it would be pretty... Angelina, thank you for the super. It would be pretty silly of me not to mention it. So I have one last request. Aura, thank you very much for the super. And I guess this comes back to the whole conversation about setting boundaries. I've already mentioned that I don't mind how you guys act when it comes to sexual stuff because I fucking ask for it and I don't mind it and I think it's fun. And this is a safe space to just go off about that kind of shit. I really don't mind, okay? Unless it's like actually disgusting and reprehensible, in which case you'll be banned, but use fucking common sense and it'll be fine. There's really not much of a limit to it. However, when it comes to boundaries, I think that I have one thing I want to ask that really fucking pisses me off. Stop, please. And I'll try to be gentle about this because I know that maybe some people might have been... Shueilin, thank you. I might not have been clear enough about this before, so maybe it isn't your fault. Stop telling me what to do. I've noticed it especially during this off collab. Stop telling me who to stream with. Stop telling me what I should be doing in the stream. Stop telling me what to say and how to say it. And stop telling me... Just... I know what I'm doing. Suggestions are wonderful. And if I ask, and if you're sort of polite and you say, hey, my lord, it would be really fun if you did this. I love that. I don't mind that at all. But I've been noticing more and more people saying shit like, oh, he really needs to do this, or he should do this, or he, you know, it's like, oh, it's such a shame that he hasn't done this, or oh, you made me really sad when you didn't do this specific thing, or it's like, oh, when you did this and you collab with this person, that made me sad. I'm not okay with that. This is our stream, and I make it for you guys, but I'd like to remind you that I choose what to do on stream, and I choose which streams to do, because I want to do the ones that will make you happiest. And it is beyond frustrating when I think carefully about, like, okay, maybe, let's say I might be doing a collab stream like Horror Husbandos with Ike, right? I've always been a fan favorite. You guys love it. It gets amazing numbers. Chat is always full of people saying it's lovely. There's lots of fan art. That, to me, there are all of these elements that add up like, right, we should do more of that. And it breaks my fucking heart to see that when we do, some people are under this sort of like, I don't know, it seems to happen with collabs a lot where people seem to get annoyed that I'm not giving you all of my full attention. And I understand that, but I have to collab at some points. You know, like I need to do something, some fun shit that I want to do and that other people want to do. Like if a piece of content doesn't appeal to you, you are more than welcome not to watch it. I completely understand. And if enough people don't watch something, that'll communicate to me and I'll probably won't do it again. But you need not to try controlling me, because you can't. I will run this channel in any way that I like. and everything that I've said so far is my honest and truthful view on what is best for me and for all of you. So if something isn't ideal, please keep it to yourself and don't watch it. That is fine. What isn't fine is telling me what I am or am not allowed to do, because I am very well fucking aware of what I'm not allowed to do, and I have not done anything I'm not allowed to do. I'm a good fucking boy. I follow the rules. I follow YouTube's community guidelines. I stretch the rules a little bit, especially with the ASMR, but what I won't do is listen to someone else's arbitrary rules about what I should or should not do. This is my fucking stream, and you're going to pay attention to that, and you're going to enjoy it no matter what it is. Is that clear? Good. It's probably the meanest I'll get on stream in a while. It just, every time I go, in particular on Twitter, and I just see like a ton of people going off at me about like how I shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have done that. I don't care. I care about suggestions, and I care about discourse, and I listen to it, but telling me what I should or should not do is deeply frustrating. So please, let me have this, okay? Right, that's all. Long Xiao Chen, thank you very much for the super. My Films, thank you. Mayo, Ellen Saya, Eva, Tammy Reeves, Meow Puff, Ornelia, thank you. Mick King, I like seeing that. I like seeing that very much. Nyanya, Eating, thank you. Maybe add to the chat rules? Maybe not. In chat, it's sort of like, it just goes by. I'll think if it becomes more of a problem, then I definitely will. But so far, I don't think it's that big of a problem. I think I just see some individuals saying it, and it tends to really kind of like get on my fucking nerves. So I really wanted to like genuinely say something about it, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been going off of my own intuitions and making content that I enjoy. And I don't know if you've noticed, we're really fucking successful around here. It seems to be working. So I'm going to keep doing it. And randomly trying to change the rules based on what you think, because I fucking guarantee you don't know as well as I do what will work for this channel. I love suggestions, positive suggestions. I would love it if you could do this. I would really like to see you play this game. That's wonderful, because that's actively engaging in the stream in a positive way, and that's supporting me and saying and giving me ideas and helping me go further with what I'm able to do. Limiting me and saying, stop doing that, stop doing this, and policing me is, well, it's not good for the future of the stream, because I will run out of things to do, and well, you wouldn't enjoy that, would you? Linhith, Hibiscus, really enjoyed spending time with you, of course. Zuin, thank you. And that doesn't mean to say that I'm particularly angry with anyone in particular, not at all. But the honest truth is, like, the honest truth of the matter is that I won't hold this against you. I don't really remember any names of people who've said this kind of thing, and I won't hold it against you because I probably don't remember. I've just seen comments floating around, and I would like it if, based on what I've said here, if you could sit down, shut up, and fucking listen to me, alright? I'm not a baby. I know what I'm doing, okay? Rip Gloves, thank you very much. Feronia, thank you. Ellie, thank you. Iris, thank you. Sylvain, thank you. Shioflowright, thank you. Alice Liddell. Princess Meowie, thank you very, very much. Trash Firecat, thank you for the Akaspa. Daka, thank you for the Akasupa. You really didn't need to give me that, but thank you. Cora, thank you. Domek, thank you for the Akaspa. Celia, thank you. Nana, thank you. Moyen Chen, thank you. Do what I like to do, exactly. And I'd also like to clarify that I will only ever do what I think is right for this channel. And sometimes when there are enough suggestions and saying, oh, I don't think that would be a good idea, I might kind of start to get a bit of an idea. But sometimes I will ask, how would you feel about that? And if people say, no, I wouldn't really like that, then that's sort of a different thing. That's sort of a different thing. So I think a lot of this discourse began with the subject of the ASMR collab, which was on the Minecraft stream. And I completely understand both sides of the argument. On one hand, you have people who view the ASMR content as sort of an excuse to feel like a tenderness and an intimacy with me. And that's fine. That's kind of why I design it the way I do, and that's why I make it all sort of like sexy and hot and heavy, is because I don't mind being that kind of person to you. I think that's fine, and that's sort of what I'm intended to produce. You know, that's what I like. But then on the other side, you have people saying, oh, Vox's fans shouldn't be able to force him not to do something that he wants to do. Both of these people are correct. Because, well, I'll be honest, right? If I really enjoyed someone's content and every week I got used to something really special coming out, then one week there's another person's voice that maybe I don't like, maybe I don't want to hear as much, I probably wouldn't enjoy that so much. And I kind of understand where those people were coming from. Some of the wording could have been better, and some of it was, oh, you should not do that, and obviously this is not something I'm okay with, but I think from that perspective, it's something that I've sort of thought a lot about, and there are some times where, in that instance, I think, well, maybe I should think of a different way of doing it, you know what I mean? So, sometimes I'll take criticism on board if it's, like, from enough people, and if I actually, like, understand where it's coming from, but I think that's one of the only examples of a time where I've kind of, like, taken that on board, even if it's not ideal for everyone. Sure, an ASMR collab might be a lot of fun, but I don't want to make something that a large portion of my viewers will hate. You know, that's gonna make me kind of sad. And I think I have a bit of a problem where I tend to take the opinions of individuals on, and I take them very, very seriously. I don't like expecting... I don't like... What was I gonna say? I don't... I can't fucking remember what I was going to say. Fuck. I literally can't remember what I was going to say. Shit. Fuck. Yeah. I don't like, making content that I expect people to love, and then seeing just I mean the odd comment. Like I remember ages ago I got a message when I was playing RuneScape and someone said, "This is boring," and I was like, whatever, you know, it's a great game and you're a dumbass, but whatever. But then sometimes if I get a message that's like, hey, you know, something that happened today made me pretty upset, that, like, even if it's not on stream, even if that's just in person, that affects me a lot. And I really want to be able to cater to the needs of you guys. And so I think there's an interesting line to draw, isn't there, where sometimes getting yelled at and being told, don't do this, don't do that, that feels like I'm being babied and policed, and I fucking hate it. But sometimes when someone opens up to me and says, hey, I understand you like this, but there was an element to this stream that that made me unhappy, I probably will take that on board, because to me that feels a lot more honest, you know. So at the end of the day, I think when it comes to the ASMR collab, I probably won't do it unless I see like a pretty significant wave of support and like asking for it, I suppose, because I don't want to make people sad, and I do care about that. But when it comes to other things, and when it comes to stuff for fans, and stuff to do with this channel, I stand by the fact that you do not have the right to order me to do something that you want me to do, or to not do something that you don't want me to do. I will do what I want to do, and that is the most important thing. Okay? Thanks for all the support today, guys. I know this might have been not what you really signed up for, and we've had kind of 2 streams in a row where I've sort of had to go over a number of, I guess, controversial topics, but hopefully I've kind of handled everything in a decent enough way. I'm trying to do this in a way that I think makes sense to me, and that is more of my sort of brand, I guess, and that kind of makes sense for my, you know, for you guys, that kind of makes sense for what will make you guys happy. So I think that when it comes to this kind of thing, and when it comes to sort of like a lot of the discussion I've seen happening, I think that's the end of it. You know, that's the last thing I have to say. you can see what I've said, you know, earlier on the stream and what I just said. So don't try and police my content and tell me what to do. If you go into another person's chat and you, if you go into another person's chat, read their fucking rules. Yeah. End of story, right? Follow my rules and do what I say, and we're gonna get on swimmingly, okay? Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate everything you've been saying and all of the love you've been showing me today. I really, really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, no more serious shit. Let's relax, okay? Because now we've got a lot more firmer rules in place. Let's chill, sit back, and remember that this stream is a place to have some fucking fun. It's a place to have a laugh. It's a place to get a little horny sometimes. Maybe fall in love. You never know. It's all fine with me. Shimu, thank you very much. Me dependable. Me dependable. Me king. Me reliable. Thank you. Dika, thank you for the Akasupa. Long Xiao Chen, thank you for the Akasupa. Half-Light, thank you very much for the Akasupa. And Adadadede, thank you very, very much. Shimu, thank you. Nanshishi, Yuyu, so sorry. Umaru J, Rainy, Paper Blossom, Eva Punk. Perhaps a poll for the collab would be good. Perhaps it would. We'll see. We'll see. I would have to think carefully because I'd have to think about it carefully because sometimes if you do a poll, the sample size can sort of be a little misleading. You know, maybe I'll ask it to a stream where a lot of people who might be interested in the ASMR collab aren't there, or perhaps a lot of people who are against it aren't there, you know? So I'll have to think about it pretty carefully. Tokito, I miss you too. I'll be back home soon, doing my regular streams really, really soon. Frozen Fox, Weichung, Puppy, thank you. Hamin, Sakumure, thank you for the Akasupa. Cinnaboneri, Kumiko, thank you for the Akasupa. Thank you. Luka Glug, thank you for the Akasupa. Celia, thank you for the Akasupa. So thank you for the super. Trash Fire Cat, thank you for the giant Akasupa. Really, really generous of you. We love and respect boundaries. We do. We do. Thank you all for being so respectful of my boundaries. And thank you for all understanding that I want to do the right thing and I want to say the right thing and I want to make content that is the best for all of you. Okay? And I'll think carefully about all of these things. I'll try to work out what's the best for you, what's best for me. But in the meantime, let's not worry too much about these kinds of things, okay? I don't want this to become a place where there's a new rule being said every week and there's new discourse or drama or whatever. It's fucking disgusting, okay? I don't want to create that kind of environment. Anna, thank you very much for the super. Thank you so, so much. Tomapote, thank you very much for the super. Mizu, thank you very much for the super. Kora-chan, Koni, thank you. So yes, after today, let's not bring this shit up anymore. Let's just deal with it, go through, and have fun together, because that's all that matters to me, alright? Shitang, thank you for the Akasupa. Knife, thank you very much. Good night, good night. Chingying, thank you very much for the super. So yes, that's all from me. I'm probably going to sign off there. Nya Nya, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Huma, Huaxi, thank you. Evie, thank you. The Kineki arc is officially over. Don't think I didn't notice, you guys. But yeah, that's all. I think I'm going to sign off there. So I really, really enjoyed having a bit of fun together today. Ren, thank you for the super. Ooh, what are your opinions on doing a royalty-themed ASMR? Ooh, you know, I don't know why, but that's reminded me. Because I've heard about the whole concept of doing like service top ASMR, you know what I mean? And I feel like a butler would be the exact right way of going about that, you know what I mean? So sort of like literally to the extent where, I mean, a butler's job is to do what their master tells them, right? So maybe that kind of thing where I literally like take supers very seriously. And obviously Lorax does exist. Lorax exists, and if it goes a little too far, then whatever, I can just be like, my lord, Lorax, please. Then, sure. But other than that, I mean, we can always feel free to experiment. I think it sounds like fun. It might be the closest thing to Votum that you'll ever get. Christine, thank you. So sour, thank you. Eating, thank you very much. Ugh. Yeah, butler would be nice, wouldn't it? So we've got doctor, we've got mermaid, we've got butler. YQ, thank you very much. Rin, thank you very much. Yeah, mermaid. I saw this one concept on the ASMR tag, which was like Elizabeth's son. Oh goodness me, a lot of supers. Elizabeth's son, Colzer VA, Angelina, Beatrice, Sulin Vendetta, Celia, Wailam. Thank you. Yeah, no, it was this concept on the ASMR tag that was like, what is it? It was like, oh, you know, the whole bathtub ASMR was a thing, but what it could be is like, oh, you come across a mermaid or a merman who's been stranded, and you take him home and you put him in your bathtub, and then when you go to check on him and feed him, he turns out to be very sort of animalistic, and then, you know, things get a little spicy. Sylvia77, knife, thank you very much. Vampire ASMR. What would that consist of? Like, you get... See, I'm gonna be honest, I would probably not be able to stop doing the fucking count... the count voice if I was a vampire, you know? I'd be like... Hey, what did I tell you? I'm here to suck your blood! Ah. How many ASMR concepts does Vox have to work through? 1 ASMR concept. Ah. 2 ASMR concepts. Ah. That's 2. Didn't realize I could do that voice so well. Elaine, thank you very much for the super. I do a general Dr. ASMR, probably general, because my medical knowledge is not terrific. I'm thinking maybe Dr. Akuma might turn out to be a little bit of a hack. You know, he might actually not know what he's doing. Ice, thank you for the super. Or maybe he does. Maybe he does, and he's got ulterior motives. You know what I mean? Ting53, thank you very much for the super. Krisu, thank you very much for the super. Thank you so much. Yes, if I did vampire ASMR, I might not be able to really control myself, and I would keep launching into... Blah! I'm here to here to suck your dick. Ha ha ha. Ah. Oh no, not hack. Quack. That's the word for a doctor who doesn't know what he's doing. It's a quack. It's a funny word. No, you know what I'm doing? I'm not copying Count. I'm copying fucking Vlad from Sister Location. Clara, I'm telling you, I can't be your father. It's your baby, Vlad. He was crawling on the ceiling. Ah, that's not me. It might be my bat cousin. Yeah, you know what? Another morning call or a ringtone. Beep boop. Someone is trying to call you. You've ignored the call for 1 second. Ah. That's 2 seconds. Ah. 3 seconds. Ah. Don't keep them waiting, alright? Pick up the fucking phone. There you go. Cherry wine, ripped gloves, thank you very much for the super. Strict teacher ASMR. So we've technically already done that. We've technically already done the whole study one, but that was a really nice, wholesome ASMR where people actually got a chance to study. And I've seen a lot of people actually returning to that ASMR to learn, which makes me super, super happy. But an actual strict teacher one where it's like, see me after class. I need to put you back in line. Okay. We've been streaming for around about 2 hours now, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut things off there. This is about all I wanted to do. I just really wanted to come and see you guys, give you some updates on what I've been thinking and feeling, get to see you all again, have a chat about some stuff, and for the most part, had a chance to do all of that. So I really, really appreciate getting a chance to see you guys. Thank you so much for all of the supers, the gifted memberships, and for being so very good and well behaved when listening to me outlining my boundaries and a couple new rules. I really, really appreciate that. So thank you all so much for all of the dedication, the love, and I really appreciate and respect how many of you are going to be taking those rules to heart and respecting the kind of thing that I want from you. So please, stay well behaved and be a fan base that I am proud to call mine. You can do that for me, can't you? That's my goal. Or boy. Or sweet thing, otherwise. That's all from me. I'll see you all tomorrow. I love you. Goodbye! Oh shit, I closed Google Chrome. I need to open it so that I can shut stream. I'm a professional, as you can probably fucking tell. Oh, okay, this computer is very fucking slow. It's taken ages to load. Never mind, bit of extra stream. You get to hear me go like blah 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 blah. There we go. All right, love you guys. Goodbye, everyone. Mwah.